that small little light in your heart that you want to share.
Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the RDYUP League and welcome to a really important game. This is going to determine who our second finalist is. This could determine who's going to become the eventual winner of RDYUP League. I am your host, Louis2K, and welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you guys are ready to see two pitchers gaming and Galactics fight it out to see who's going to take that all-crucial spot to take on Serval in the final to be played later this week, later this month, whenever they decide to schedule the final. But to get to the final, we need this last semi-final. It is going to be Galactics, a Portuguese team, taking on two pitchers, a team with German and Dutch heritage within them. Two pitchers, they were recently involved in winning the ACS League a couple of days ago. Galactics, they've got ESEA main experience. They know what they're doing. They've played in so many national tournaments. And well, Galactics, they've picked a Star Mirage. It's two pitchers who have opted to start on the CT side. And for the CT side, they'll have two flashes and a diffuse kit in Slash's hands. For Galactics, well, just going to be a smoke, flash, and a P250 investment from 11. And it's going to be Galactics getting us underway with some mid-control and some control towards the underpass as well. Really quiet, really slow opening stages here. And it is going to be Galactics about to press and push out onto the site here. McInairs looking to try and push in here. And it is going to be Volk finding this opening call. McInairs, he'll get one back and looking for the second on short. And Marius is actually going to trade back on short. 3-on-2. Two pitchers with the player advantage going into the retake. And still, Galactics have yet to even been able to plant the bomb. Damage being done. And Liz and Talk with the most damage at this stage. And he's really under pressure here because two pitchers have two players towards CT. Galactics, they keep it covered and 11 will get one. But now he's got to find two more players and they're both approaching from CT. Spots one and he did spot the second as well, but wasn't quite able to do anything about it. There's going to be two pitchers then getting the first round and getting the lead in their favour. So a good little start then for the ACS Season 3 winners. Looking to try and get another title here. So try and win the RDYUP League. The winners obviously go on and play Serval in the final. The losers, even if you do lose this game, you've still got a chance to get third place. That will go on and face W, the Icelandic team. And for Galactics this round, there's going to be a rush towards the underpass yet again. So Galactics, I keep thinking they're going to be going in apartments, but they're really utilising this under control. And nade, really damaging. And in mid, Galactics, they're just trying to throw damage. And they're actually going back towards top mid. An interesting approach, an interesting strat. But realistically, they've not gained any map control. And they've just lost information. Two pitches still the player advantage. And it's going to be Eli looking to do so much work. And Eli has been quite a crucial player for two pitches for the past few days, past few weeks. Loads of clips circulating of his play online recently. And Eli, for now, He's alone towards the site here. Dragoneye, he'll just be watching the cross from Palace. And it is going to be Pika peeking out from Palace. And Pika's done some damage here, but Galactics, they still don't seem quite convinced, quite happy to opt towards the A site. 2 pitches, they have started to stack players towards the A site, but they are starting to rotate players back. They're not fully aware of where Galactics are going. And I don't even know if Galactics know where they're going either. Marius, he'll find Vulcan, looking for a second, which he'll get as well. 2 quick-fire kills, and Galactics now pretty much been shot off, and they are still taking the bomb towards the A. It's an interesting approach. There's a third from Marius, and while Eli's found a first, he might also just look for the second. McInerney's in Palace, won't be allowed a thing. 2 pitches survive with 5 players against Nico and Galactics, and that's going to be 2 pitches going 2 to the good. I really hate making that joke, 2 pitches with 2 rounds. Expect lots of them throughout the series. I'm sorry. 2 pitches. They got an automatic win in the quarterfinals, so this is the first time they've played RDYUP League for, I'd say, a couple of weeks now. The last game would have been their group game. They finished 3rd in Group 1 with 5 wins from 7. Anik looking to do damage early on, but won't quite get anything. For 2 pitches, they've been quite aggressive. Eli up close towards the A ramp area. Dragoneye is also just keeping watch of outside, and a great little flash in, and 2 pitches aren't really doing anything with News App's flash. It's looking like 2 pitches are going to try and approach and work potentially towards the B site at this stage. They're the ones with AKs. 2 pitches still mostly on SMGs and FAMASs, and that could be their issue. A great push up, and Marius, he'll get a 3rd against an AK, and that's really good. And he will be disappointed with that effort. Galactics, meanwhile, they're focusing on this mid control. And for now, the mid control, which isn't going to be challenged. It's going to be Dragoneye hoping to try and get a kill here with his SMG up close. Good little smoke, and well, 2 pitches are really pissing Galactics under pressure with this mid presence. The bomb is actually going to be heading towards the B site. Marius on short. It's actually going to be found by 11. I wasn't sure if he spotted the player, but obviously not going to find someone just yet. 20 seconds. Galactics now trying to push out, and a great little second kill for 11. He's pushing out. There's a 3rd for him as well. Might try and go for the ace. 10 seconds left. Galactics, they'll get the bomb down. They'll leave 2 pitches in a retake scenario, and with 2 FAMASs in their favour, and only 1 flashbang. It's making the retake really impossible. Pika's just going to push in. He'll find both kills from behind. And Galactics finally respond, and they get their first round on the board. Galactics, a full Portuguese team. Funny enough, they've got a Liquipedia page, which I learnt from typing in Galactics esports into Google. They've done a load of minor Portuguese cups and events. McInerney will use a little bit of utility in mid early on as Galactics try and go for this mid control. Instead, 11 actually gets dinked. And with 2 pitches on this little eco here, I'm not really expecting too much from the German and Dutch team. McInerney did get the opening kill. Pika Sparrow away to try and take down Dragoneye. For now, won't quite find Dragoneye. The Dutch player will just be aware of this little control of mid, which Galactics are keeping hold of. Pushed up. Eli was being so aggressive in mid, and that wasn't too unexpected from 2 pitches. This is an eco after all, and they'll just be hoping to do damage to their opponents. Bomb's going to be heading up, and News Up. He'll hear this aggression. Dragoneye just not expecting it from that position there. News Up is going to be mollied out, and that just leaves McInerney over on the B site. Not even allowed to find a thing. 2-2 in the series, and 2 pitches. They had 2 rounds. Galactics, they get 2 quick rounds back. But now this will be our first gun round as the AWP is finally invested in from Dragoneye. It's him who doesn't have a lot of utility. Eventually we'll get some at the end. And now our first proper gun round, our first chance to fully understand how these teams play. And it's interesting, the approach coming out here from 2 pitches. The aggression again towards the A site is wanted in their favour. Instead, Galactics, their main focus for now is towards B apartments. Marius is being so aggressive here and potentially going to be trying to find a kill here. We'll be aware of the AK up close and personal with him. That nade, not overly damaging. Eli has been relatively aggressive, but Marius really the one player looking to try and push up, looking to get an opening kill here. 1 minute on the clock and towards the A site, Volk, he for now is just lurking solo. And he'll be allowed to find a kill, possibly a second. News up, he can respond. Now 11, not expecting news up and Marius in that angle, and Marius instead just has to revert to the flames, leaving it in a 3-on-3, and 2 pitchers now feeling a bit of pressure, a lot of pressure towards the A side, and they're starting to feel like it might be an A hit at this stage. Pika, great kill, will take down news up, and suddenly Galactics have a chance to push onto the A side, but all their attention is towards the B site here, and that's the site 2 pitchers have got their last 2 players towards. One player on site who'll be instantly found out. Slash will fall, and now the orbs can't do anything. Great kill by Macanez, great little spray down. It's the Portuguese team who find the lead for the first time in this match. They go 3-2 up. This is the map of Galactics, although we don't do knife round here. We've got a feature where the team who didn't pick the map get to choose the side. I believe they do it in Pro League or something like that. Oh, I don't know if 11 spotted that player. I think he did, actually. But now I won't be able to find anything in these early stages. 2 pitches again. They're down to an eco. What can slice up? In the chat. And for Galactics this round then, it's just going to be an eco hold. They're not pushing into anything, and despite it being an eco, 2 pitches, they're not really looking to do anything either. Once again, it's Slash this time actually being aggressive towards the B apartments. Not uncommon for 2 pitches to be aggressive up towards B. And it's a style of play which isn't being utilised by them towards A site either. There's going to be 11 in mid, finding the opening kill, and he was aware of that play on short as well, who for now will just fall away. And Slash is going to have to do a lot of work here. But Galactics, they found an opening towards the A site here, Macanez. He will find one and just slowly clearing out the angles. Again, this is only an eco for 2 pitches and not expecting to do a lot of damage realistically. And that nade wasn't that damaging from the Galactic side. They will be pushing out here. There's a lot of work here for Anik Torg to try and do. But now it's 2 pitches just left in an eco, and I don't even think they're going to go for the retake. Just going to try and go for some exit frags. 11 in mid, lurking around in mid. He'll get 2 of them, in fact. Slash and Marius, they both fall. They could be on foot to find a 4th kill in all. Eli, though, on short, will deny him a 4K. And now the German player just going to try and escape with his life. Doesn't have anything to really hold on to, so just any exit frags would be beneficial. Isn't going to be possible. Galactics, they go 4-2 up. And for the Portuguese team, they're in fine control, and their money is starting to stack up for them as well. If you are new here, do give the RDYUP League a follow on their social media accounts. Follow us on twitch.tv/RDYUP.gg. Our website, RDYUP.gg. So we saw Galactics win the first gun round, and 2 pitchers. They'll want to respond in this round realistically. And so far, despite pick and start CT, it's not really looking that good for them. Who's that? We'll find one player and spraying to try and find another player, but 2 pitchers have actually been smoked off the site and not even allowed to really get back on the site. Will be Pika looking to do some damage. And Newsap's got a good little angle and did spot one player cross, but that's going to be Volk finding the opening frag. Utility flying around all over the place, and Pika from CT will get himself 1 kill being aggressive. Might look to try and pick up another kill here. Great second kill as well. Slash and News up. They know that they can't go for it 5 players still alive. And for 2 pitches, another round which isn't going in their favour, and their economy also looking to be shut off quite quickly as well by their opponents. It's 5-2 to Galactics, and so far really not being given a chance to see anything from 2 pitches. And Galactics, they're even hunting for these frags at the end of the round here. If there's anyone here watching, supporting Galactics, hola, obrigado. That's as far as my Portuguese goes. (5-2) then, and 2 pitchers haven't been able to fully buy around what they saved last round. They did invest in, as he said, but that's going to be it. And for a change, there's not really a lot coming out here from Galactics in mid. There was a little smoke in 11, just hoping to do damage. But for now, won't quite be allowed, sorry. And to be fair, Marius has a great little angle here, but 11 was completely prepared and expecting that. Galactics still playing this quite slow. Still treating it like a eco, not an eco, default play sign. And now Galactics, they are starting to work themselves towards mid, towards the B site at this stage. They did have some players towards the A site. For now, not able to find anything. It is Anik with the AWP. Choosing to enter with the AWP, sometimes a risky move, sometimes it is possible. But for DragonEye and his team, they're going to have to hope they can find something here. One M4 is on site, the other towards the A site CT. And now the utility comes out. Now Pika finds the opening kill. News up. He can trade back for 1, and he'll have to get a second here to really secure the round, potentially for 2 pitches. And he can't find anything. Vulcan said he'll get 1. But can't find Slash. Slash with 1 of the M4s will get back in play. And Galactics off of this, they are rotating. They are choosing to head towards the A site here. And what a position 11 could be in to shut down these players. He hears 1 player. And time is now really ticking away for Galactics. And Eli, if he pushes this, he might be able to find the kill. Instead, Eli has to find 3 players. Nervous, there's 1 behind. And will dispatch of the AK off of 11. And he might even just choose to save the AK. If he goes for it, this might be useful. A little pre-fire there. Will he expect the player close by? Macanaires with a great little angle will allow Galactics to pick up a 6th round. And 2 pitches. Now they've got the economy. Now they can try and push for another round on the board. They are 6-2 down. And 2 pitches. It's been a rough start for them. Really not able to get much from them. So Galactics this time are going to be playing 3 players towards mid. The other 2 heading towards A. Pika pushed in, and there's 2 AWPs in play for the 2 pitches side. And one of those AWPs has already been left. Eli can dispatch of 1 player from the Galactic side. He is slowly dying, and he might even lose his AWP at this stage. Instead, Slash will get himself another kill and allow 2 pitches 1 kill back in this game. But news that pushed out. He can trade out, and 2 pitches now. They're running out of health. And Macanaires might be able to do some damage here. Instead, it's Galactics who somehow clean up. But 2 pitches, they find themselves another round. And they hold on to an AWP and an AK. Really messy round. Really didn't turn out to swing in the favour of Galactics. I thought for a minute Galactics had that, but... I thought Galactics had that, but 2 pitches found no way to win it. Another buyout, 1 round loss doesn't mean anything for Galactics with their economy. And it's an interesting approach. Eli has got the AWP watching under, and a great first kill early on. DragonEye and Macanaires and 11, they trade for some kills towards top mid. It is a 3-on-3 at this stage. Map pick of Galactics so far is going their way. They chose to play Mirage. So far looking good on Mirage. Instead, Slash from 2 pitches. Are we looking to try and hold on to this? And Slash, he does see the first player instead. 11 will find a kill, and Galactics, they find themselves onto the B side. It leaves Marius and Eli in a 2-on-1 situation to clutch, and Eli will be able to find the first kill. Anakin Apartments will fall. Marius is praying he can try and find a kill here, and instead won't quite be able to find anything. Eli gets one, and Volk, he's left against 2, and Volk, him and Eli know where each other is. Eli's going to push, but Volk, he'll somehow win it. He'll clutch it for Galactics, and the Portuguese team get a 7th round on the board. And that was a great little hold, a great little save for Galactics. And if you'd like me to come Blast Pro Series in Lisbon next week, sure. I don't know how I'd get to Lisbon. Have to take a plane. Another eco for 2 pitches. Another round which potentially will go in the favour of Galactics. And Galactics so far not looking that bad. They seem to be in control. This is a map which I've seen 2 pitches play before, and it's a map they don't really seem that confident with. Galactics, so far, seems to be just a default hold 3 towards A, and a great position actually Marius has in Palace here. And 2 pitchers have just abandoned the B site. It's a really odd call, an interesting call. And Slash is just trying to find the AWP, but 11 will find the opening kill. And they will dispatch Marius down in Palace. Flash will go out. 2 pitchers starting to rotate and starting to focus on the A site, and they've not even seen the bomb pushed out yet. Eli up close. We'll hear some utility being used. And it's going to be Galactics. Now pushing, now focusing on the A side. Slash will be allowed to find 1 kill from behind, lurking from behind. And now Galactics just have to be aware of this and just keep and watch from behind. And I think it was Eli. Sorry, was it Slash who pushed up? I don't know. Someone pushed up from behind, and Slash has got a chance to do more damage here. Galactics, it's a late call, and they seem to be all over the place here. Slash, an easy enough kill, and now Galactics are feeling the pressure as Dragonite finds another kill. It leaves an AK and an AWP left for Galactics, and make that just an AWP. Anik with the AWP has to find 3 players and a bomb plant, and it's going to have to be a save. It's been a messy round from Galactics, and they just took too long to do anything. 2 pitchers get another round. And 2 pitchers on the CT side finally get something in response. Take a plane to Pixar, and then bus to Lisbon. Oh, I have to do that. Can someone buy me a ticket, please, to Lisbon? Thank you. Obrigado. So 2 pitchers finally have some money, finally have some weapons to play with, and they've got lots of AKs in the bag for them this round. Unfortunately, it is Galactics still with another buyout. 11 taking a chunk of damage there from the pre-fire off the B short anger. A slow round and 2 pitchers. They've approached this with 1 player towards A, 2 in connector, and 2 on the B site. It is Galactics for now, looking to try and enter in towards the B site. They've got a utility. They've got an open. This time Galactics just have to play it slightly quicker if they want to get onto the site with no issues, realistically. That's what caused them to lose last round. And they won't want to repeat what happened last round. Smoke's utility. That's being set up, and Slash, he's either going to have to stay in this utility or not. Marius, he's got a final angle here and hasn't been mollied off quite yet. So for now, he can just hold on to this. 2 Molotovs are used, and Marius will get 1 and trying to find the AWP. And he's actually going to be aggressive to try and find the AWP here, but he is going to fall to the AWP. And it now on the EM4, switching back to the AK. 20 seconds. Now Mackinaires on short. Galactics have this control here, but Dragonite, he's responding with 1 kill on site, and 2 pitchers are focusing too much on the short player. That there's a player who's been able to drop down. And Molotov will go down, and Galactics, they have to get the bomb down, and I don't think they can. They've lost the round. Galactics, though, they'll win it with the kills. And again, I thought Two Pitchers had that round, but right at the end, Galactics somehow find the kills to win it. It ends in their favour. They survive with 2 players. And that leaves Two Pitchers again with a broken economy. And another round for them to eco. Sorry, that was me opening my drink. My apologies. Mid control again is what Galactics are looking to try and achieve and try and push with. Macanair is just trying to pre-fire for something for now. Pika is just keeping watch of jungle. That is where Marius and Dragon Eye keeping watch of. And Marius just has to be careful trying to peek this. There's 120 on the clock, and Marius will just be forced back and forced away. Instead, Galactics, they get the opening kill. Slash falling towards beam. Just means Two Pitchers start to rotate a player off A. And Galactics are really good with this map control. Not looking too bad, but instead, Pika's going to get shut down by Marius with the Deagle. This Deagle still looking to do damage. Still looking to find something, and that hate is perfect. Macanair, he finds 2 in a split second. And now Dragon Eye and Eli, they're left, both on the B site. The side where Galactics are looking to push towards. Somehow, 11's just allowed to find those kills. I don't know how. But Galactics looking insane when it just comes to the kills. Two Pitchers, 9-4 down. They won a recent online league, the ACS League. This round they will get 2 AWPs out yet again. Last time they had a double AWP set up, it didn't quite work out. A late little push and late and middle beam. I thought Eli was going mid for a second with the AWP, but instead that's going to be Dragon Eye watching with the AWP. Just a 1 player towards B for Galactics. It is Pika. He is faking. Meanwhile, utility is going to be used towards the A site. Another smoke utility setup. This time a different set of smokes. Macanair says pre-fire for now. Won't land anything, but we'll find a shot now. News up. Volk will respond and get another kill for Galactics. And Two Pitchers Gaming, as quick as that, left in a retake scenario. Bomb goes down, and Eli just couldn't quite get the no-scope to finish off the player in mid. Slash does some damage. And that's a 3-on-2. One of the AWPs looking to do damage. And a perfect shot at a second. That's a nice second shot to find Dragon Eye. A headshot as well. And that leaves Galactics finally hitting that 10th round. And it's been a great little half for them on the T side. As for Two Pitchers, the German and Dutch team, they've not been looking up to scratch, sadly. And it's going to be an eco. It's going to be another round which they'll have to try so desperately hard to try and get something out of. Slash, considering being aggressive, but for now, isn't going to be that aggressive. Two Pitchers just making sure they've got 2 on each side. Eli just had to rotate at this stage, and Galactics are just playing it slowly. They're expecting some kind of push from the Two Pitchers squad, and for now, Two Pitchers aren't pushing. Two Pitchers don't need to push. Galactics, though, they're going to have to try and find an entry. It will be some utility used towards a news up smoke. Won't allow him to find anything for now. There was a minute on the clock, and Volk slowly cutting out the angles. Slowly trying to push out. And with a minute on the clock, looking slow so far from Galactics, but you know these slow rounds do end up in their favour. Slash, what are you doing? You've got a chance to get some kills here. 1 kill, maybe a second, but you can't find the AWPer. And it will respond with 1. Pika's pushed up, and that's insane that Marius has just completely missed this. Pika, he for now is lurking, but Galactics, they're fully focused on this A site. They don't even have to smoke CT. Two Pitchers, they just fall away. The AWP is instantly going to be lost. Pika gets 1. That'll be a kill back here from Dragon Eye, actually. Dragoneye not expecting Pika, who lurked from behind to get himself 2 kills. It just leaves Marius hidden in connector with a CZ, a smoke, and a flash. And for the last round, you can't save this, buddy. You got to go for it. He's looking to find Pika and came so close, but it wasn't going to be good enough. Half time then in the second semi-final of the Ready Up League. Map 1. It's looking quite convincing from Galactics. They lead 11-4. At the halftime phase then, 11 clocks up 15 kills to 10. Macanair's 14-6, and so far Galactics, they're looking on top. They're looking in fine control. They've had the economy in their favour, something 2 pitchers have had lacking on their end. Not really their fault. But Galactics, they just find the kills. They make it work out, and even on the rounds where you thought Galactics might have lost this, they somehow pull it back. They somehow clean it up, and they've got all the signs of a semi-pro team. They're looking good. They're 11-4 up in map 1. Mirage. And they will now switch over to the CT side. 2 pitchers. Now we'll need this pistol round if they want something on Mirage. And they will have a load of utility. Maybe A hit. Might even be a B hit. Who knows? As Galactics prepare to stack a load of players towards the B side. 3 players towards B. For now 2 pitches with an interesting approach. 2 top mid. And this might even be an A hit with some mid presence towards it. Dragoneye, he finds the first kill as Anik falls in connector. Galactics, they've stacked their outside. But now they've got to try and find the kills and get something back. It is 11. Finding 1 kill. And could get a chance to get a second kill here. But Volk instead will get another from on top. Slash. Kill was formed with 1 from balcony. And Dragoneye will get 1 as well. And suddenly you think 2 pitchers have got it. But Macanair's, he's got to find 2 kills to save it for the Portuguese squad. Dragoneye low on sight. Eli approaching from short. And Dragoneye will end up finding the kill. Galactics a little bit unlucky. In the first round of the second half, will go in favour of 2 pitchers. Hola to the Portuguese followers and Guten Tag to our German viewers. And 2 pitchers, they finally get around in the second half, but they'll have to try and keep this momentum up in their favour. And again, Galactics are going to be stacking 3 players towards B and short. Toward the A site. Just 1 player. Now, have they got 4 players on B? No, they've just got a cute little stack. 11. He's got this nice little position to work with here. Watching from C team. .120 on the clock and 2 pitchers for now. Just working with this map control. Just playing it slowly. The bomb for now is heading towards a B site. And again, 2 pitchers might try and challenge this B hold. Macanair is expecting a player jumping off from on top. Eli will get the flash in. Marius. Now trying to enter the site. With a minute to go, it is Eli taking some damage early on. Marius, he'll find 1 and looking for the second, which he'll find quite easily. 1 more player still on the site in Volk. And Volk, a great little angle here. And 2 pitchers need to clear this angle. And they might even miss this. Marius, so his pre-fire does work out in his favour. And he'll find himself a 3rd kill. Might even go for the ace at this stage. Pika, he'll deny that ace and gain a UMP for his efforts. And Galactics might even try and go for this. It was only an eco round. Nice shot, 11. He'll find Eli. 1 player behind. And he'll find News up as well. And if only he got Slash, he might have made that really possible. A 6th round for 2 pitchers. And Galactics will call in a little pause. Just to try and make sure the momentum doesn't quite go away from them. They'll also get a full bout, including an AWP. For 2 pitchers. They might even look to try and upgrade some AKs this round as well. If you are new here, do follow the Ready Up League on their social medias, twitch.tv/ReadyUpGG. Also follow the Twitter @ReadyUpGG. You can also find more information, and we will be holding a 4th season of RDYUP around March 2019. If you are interested, do follow us on our social medias to keep involved, and also visit our Discord if you aren't on it already. And hello chat, how are you doing? I've not really had a chance to speak to chat. Hello chat, how is everyone? Does chat have any questions? If you've got any questions, I'll answer your questions, chat. Galactics then, they will get that first Dorp out in the second half in Anik Toku. Two little smokes towards mid for 2 pitches, and we'll be looking to try and get this mid control once again. For a change. I'm not even tapped into the game. There we are. I think he was looking to try and go aggressive at this stage for now. Volk has a good little angle to work with. And Galactics, they've got 3 players on this A side. No real presence on mid, which is quite interesting to see that they're approaching it this way. 2 pitchers. They're a bit puzzled by the lack of presence from Galactics in mid, especially this early on as well. I thought they were going to do a boost into jungle, and they are going to do this little boost into jungle. Volk still just watching this. And one little flash will go in. Won't provide 2 pitchers with any information, but will provide Galactics with the evidence that 2 pitchers have this mid control to try and build and work upon. Bomb was heading towards B, but now 2 pitchers starting to focus and put their momentum towards the A site here. Volk up close. Is actually going to fall to Dragon Eye, and that allows Dragon Eye a chance to push in here. He's got a FAMAS, and actually Anik with the AWP in Palace is going to be ripped apart, and Macanaires can't even do anything. Somehow Galactics lose the site with 3 players here, and they leave it in a retake scenario in a 5-on-2, and this shouldn't even be a possible retake here for Galactics. They are just falling away. They are just holding on to this, and Marius is actually going to burn away in Pika's Molotov. Great little Molotov. Great little hold. And suddenly 2 pitchers have a chance to pull back some rounds here. They've got a 7th. They also got some extra money for the bomb plant as well. And it will be another pause to be brought in for Galactics to fix a tech issue. 2 pitchers, they're suddenly getting something. And you know what? If 2 pitchers chose to start T side, this could be a completely different story. So Galactics ends 11-7 up, but not seeing anything from them in this half. Oh, sorry. Just had my phone out. I'm I'll just press something on it. Aha. Sorry, my mate was just really excited about having a Chinese. That's what people eat in the UK, Chinese food. Tech pause should be coming to an end shortly, and well, Galactics have to try and get something going in this second half of this first map. It is a best of 3 series. It is a semi-final, a crucial game for both these 2 teams, and with 2 pitchers recently winning ACS, they'll be looking to try and pick up another title by winning the RDYUP League. But so far, Galactics, they're looking the part. They seem to be in fine control of this. And I wouldn't even doubt Galactics from having a chance to go on and win this tournament. Get your support in chat. Who's going to win, guys? Is it going to be 2 pitchers? Is it going to be Galactics? Or is it going to be me going to the Lisbon Blast Pro? Galactics in the group stages, they finished top of the group. They won 6 out of their 7 games. Two pitchers, they won 5 out of their 7 games in the same group. They finished 3rd overall. Well, here we are in Galactics. How far can two pitchers really respond and get back into this game? They will get a full buyout. They will get an orphan play. And Dragonite with the Yorp won't be able to find anything early on. But Marius, he's looking for a kill. It's actually going to fall to Pika. And a great first kill for Galactics. They've now got the man advantage. There's two pitchers elsewhere across the map looking to pick up information, looking to try and get this response kill. But for now, won't be able to get a lot. The Portuguese team now have 3 players on the A site, including Macanez hiding in pit, hiding under wood. Valkyrie again holding the same angle as we've seen before. Up close on the balcony. And to be fair, if you're part of the Serval squad, you might be watching this semi-final. You might be thinking, trying to get some information about these 2 teams, whichever one you end up playing. And with even W might be watching this. Fans from W might be looking to see what teams they might potentially play. And now 30 seconds for 2 pitchers to try and make a push. And they're going to be committing towards the B site here. Eli taking some damage early on, and the pre-fire will work out in his favour. And 11 won't be able to find anything on site. That's 2 kills for Slash. Might even want a 3rd kill. But for Galactics, they've been shut out of the B site at this stage. Yannick took him. He's looking to find 1 kill here on short, but I think he might just even go for exit frags at this stage. Macanez has got an M4. But with no defuse skip between these 2 players, a save is what's going to be enforced. Galactics, they go down another round. It is an 8th round for 2 pitchers. And 2 pitchers get to hold on to the AWP. 2 AKs and an M4. And it'll be interesting to see if Slash actually upgrades. Suddenly, 2 pitchers, the economy is actually turning out in their favour. Slash on max money. He can certainly drop his teammates if he had to. But now Galactics, they've got some money to now work with, and now they will invest in this. And AWP is coming out among a load of M4s. 2 pitchers also holding on to that AWP from last round. That smoke isn't going to be that beneficial early on. It is 2 pitchers. Again, looking to try and get something towards the B site. They maybe worked out that 2 pitchers... Or sorry, 2 pitchers might have worked out that Galactics look to be the weaker side towards B. The nades and utility maybe a little bit too premature from the Galactic side. Not going to do a lot of damage. Instead, Slash, he'll find the opening kill, and the bomb actually now heading towards this A site. It is Slash trying to find some damage, trying to find what he can, but now that leaves 2 pitchers in a sticky situation. Eli, he's looking for a kill here, but instead, it's going to be Dragonite finding Volk, and Macanez will get 1, but Eli from the other side will trade back. 2 players low for 2 pitchers, and 1 of them has gone. There goes Eli with thanks to 11, and Ozone, he's desperately trying to find another kill here, but on low HP, it's going to be no easy feat for Galactics, all 2 pitchers to win this round. Galactics suddenly might have a shot here. 30 seconds, and now Galactics, they've got both players approaching from the connector side of the map. Could be risky. 2 pitchers, though, do recover the bomb, and they will get it planted. 15 seconds. 11 looking to find a kill him. And Galactics, they might just be looking to do aimbots. And Molotov will go down, and this is going to be damaging and potentially threatening for 2 pitchers. 11 ones, and both, they line up perfectly for him. And Galactics, they're back on form. They're back in control. they'll find themselves a 12th round. And now 2 pitchers will still have money to work with. One last chance before they get E-code. Maybe a second round as well. It's really bad. I'm starting to get sick of Pepsi. I've not even had Pepsi in ages. Anyway, completely off topic. Galactics, 2 pitches. 12-8 in favour of Galactics. And 2 pitches for now. Haven't quite got the bomb at their disposal. They have dropped it. It is 11 trying to be aggressive. Trying to find an entry. But for now, it's just going to fall back. And give up no players early on. Like, he's still considering trying to find something here towards the B side, but I don't think he'll even be allowed anything. A minute on the clock, and the mid-control certainly on 2 pitchers' side. They've got it in their favour, and Galactics, they'll be looking to try and respond how they can, really. They've got some utility between them. Anik, hoping he finds a kill, really, but won't quite be able to find anyone just yet. He's up all pretty fine, a great flash. But for now, won't be providing any damage to anyone on short. 40 seconds. It is Pika finding this first kill. Will be traded back out. And Anik towards the A site will shut down that lurk. Now 2 pitchers. Trying to get onto the B site here. Get the bomb down. And now they put Galactics in a 4-on-3 retake. 2 players. Or 1 player low for 2 pitchers side. Anik on short, starting to retake strong. On player in bench, the other in apartments for the 2 pitches side. And now it's going to be Eli feeling the pressure. He'll fall to Macanez. And the bomb not quite planted. News up. Has to do what he can. And he's going to get mollied off. He'll get found out eventually by Macanez. Galactics, they've got defuse kit to clean up the round. There's another AK for Volk. And now Galactics just need 3 more rounds to take us to map 2. The map which would be cash, as decided by 2 pitchers. So the mid control is here for 2 pitchers, certainly. Some smokes and utility go down for both sides. Volt will be really looking to do damage here. 1 kill in his favour. Just has to be aware because Mariu's dropping down from behind him. Will trade him out. Make it a 4-on-4 early on. And Dragoneye, he's also going to find 11. And now Galactics, they're feeding the pressure. They're the player short. And 2 pitchers will be allowed to plant the bomb. Pika. What a promising angle this is to do some damage. We'll find the first. Dragoneye falls. Trying to pre-fire a player off. And that Molotov will certainly force Slash away. And Talk. Toku will find him. News up. Needed to do damage then. Now the bomb is being defused by Galactics. This Molotov might just be a little bit too late. Molotov will go down. And Pika still hasn't been able to find a kill. Either way, Anik and the CTs find the last kill. And they get the defuse. Two pitchers have to try and recover somehow. They've been able to get some kills back, but it's just not looking that positive for them. Again, the offensive side will get some weapons in play. Might not be enough though. Pika finding one, maybe the second, but his spray not quite fully transferable onto Newzap, who will trade him back. It leaves us in a 4-on-4 quite quickly, quite early on. And it has an AWP for the Galactic side, which is something that 2 pitchers don't quite have at their disposal. News up. He's expecting a player to try and push or maybe be aggressive. And for now, Galactics, they're not overly aggressing into apartments. Instead, though, Eli, He's doing a bit of pre-fire and trying to get an opening kill. And Volt the person hearing the noise, looking to try and get something. And two pitchers don't have the bomb with him. They have dropped it at T-spawn. Meanwhile, RDYUP just slowly sneaking his way onto this B site. He hears Marius and... Oh, sorry, that was Macanaires who will fall. And RDYUP, he wants a second kill here. Don't know if it's going to be possible. But either way, two pitchers, they found around. They've got something back at least. And I think that with the AWP, we'll get something done. He hit a bomb go down here. And the pre-fire just means that Eli's actually going to fall. And Arnik had to hit that shot. Really unlucky. Maybe saves the round. And two pitchers not quite done yet. They have a 9th round on the board. And if only he hit that second shot, that was just a bit unlucky. If you are new to the RDYUP channel, do give them a follow. Twitch.tv/RDYUP. And surely if these guys were in the same group, then they must have played against each other. I don't know who played when, or when these two guys played. If they did play in the groups, they must have played in the groups. Just checking the results now to see where they actually finished during the divisional stage of it. So yeah, Galactics finished top, 6 wins out of 7. Two pitchers finished 5th. Or sorry, finished 3rd. 5 wins out of 7. And I can't quite find the results. I'll try and find the results for you guys later. But either way then, Galactics, they've now got a full bout. They'll be looking to try and close out this map. This first map in the best of 3 series. Now we're going to have an AWP to work with. Some M4s as well between them. Two pitchers though. They're fully investing in AKs and utility. Dragon Eye early on will hear this early utility usage by the aggressing CT side. It's going to be Marius finding that first kill. Finding a quick fire kill from mid. And you can tell that Macanaires wanted to get a kill, and he was allowed to get a kill. Molotov's been utility being used. And actually, RDYUP took some damage from one of the Molotovs in mid. Which might be a little concerning. But either way, Macanaires will just pre-fire. And he doesn't quite have the bomb at his disposal, but two pitchers have to at least try and recover it to be able to continue here. Instead, Pika on the first kill. Dragon Eye can't do anything, and Galactics, they hold on to the sides. They look a lot more successful. Marius, he'll get 2 kills back. 2 quick fire kills, and he's even got a bit of time to work with here at least. This one smoke gets used. I'm really being quite open about this. This is possible for the Marius player. And just slowly clearing out the angles. One player towards CT, the other watching short. And Ozone Pico waiting for the right time to try and peek and will easily clean up the shot with the support of 11. So one more round then for Galactics. Two pitchers won't want this first map to be over yet, but it's looking to be more than over at this stage. They've got some AKs. Oh no, sorry, they don't have any AKs. They've got M4s on the Galactic side. Only pistols for the two pitchers side. They might just even revert to being a bit of a rush towards the A side. $130. Galactic to try and enter onto the site here. They are just taking their time, playing it slowly, and Dragon Eye, he's so low on HP already. That nade, it's going to be, actually, it does find Dragon Eye. Didn't expect it to find Dragon Eye. You can tell Macanaires wants to go big here. He'll go big, all right. He'll get 2. Couldn't quite find a third. And Eli But at this stage, unless Eli does something spectacular, you'd expect this to be round 1, set and match. And Ikturku will find the last kill. And half time then. Oh, sorry. Full time in map number 1. Galactics, they take it. They go 69 ahead. It ends in their favour. We will be switching on to Cash. The map picked by Two Pictures Gaming. And Two Pictures, they'll want to make this a comfortable game. Maybe just getting the eco kit or getting the kills early on. Getting everything in their favour. It just has to be perfect. Don't go anywhere. Do join us. We'll bring you the action from map number 2 in the RDYUP League semi-final in a couple minutes. Welcome back, guys, then to the RDYUP League semi-finals. It's a crucial second map here for 2 Pitchers Gaming and Galactics, who will be looking to try and get themselves into this final. Of course, Galactics, they took map 1 by storm, 16-9 on Mirage on their map pick. And now 2 Pitchers, they'll be looking to respond on their own map pick on the map of Cash, which is a map they've done quite well, quite successful on before. It will be the CT side of Galactics, 2 Pitchers starting T side. And 2 Pitchers, they'll be starting off this pistol round for smoke, 2 flashes. Galactics, a load of utility, including a smoke and defuse kit on 11. And now this will be Galactics hoping for this confident start to try and make this 2-0. 2 Pitchers, they're going to have to take the long way to the final, trying to get this map, and then on the deciding map on Inferno as well. Early little boost coming in from the T side. Interesting little approach here. And actually Galactics, it's looking like they're doing the same. Macinez is up close and personal, and he sees his utility being used and looking for a kill. He'll get one off of that. News up. He will respond nicely, but there's another player close and News up. He'll actually find him as well. 2 Pitchers, they'll have the man advantage. Going on to this ace side here. Pico Ozone looking to shut this down, and he can't find anything. News up's got a third, and suddenly Anik and 11 are the 2 players remaining. They've got a defuse kit between them. They might just try and do damage here. But a 4-2 retake is going to be a big ask, really. Maybe he's up close. Low HP, but it will be found by Anik. And Anik has to find himself 3 more kills to try and save this. Tapping around, looking for damage. We'll end up with a 4k for News up. And Slash finding 1 kill as well. 2 Pitchers, they get the first round. Two Pitchers recently won the ACS League. The German and Dutch lineup. They got the automatic win in the quarterfinals, so it's been them who have been without a game for a couple of weeks now in this event. Galactics, they got it after beating Old Dream Esports 2-1, another Portuguese team. It was that game that was played really late. I think it ended up going on until 2 AM in the morning local time for both the Galactic and Old Dream teams. That was the quarterfinal. This is the semi-final. A great first kill from Macinez. Up close, up on boost. Eli will trade. Won't be able to trade out. And it's Galactics who have the man advantage. A great little opening start. And it's only an eco round for the CT side, but so far they've made it count. SMGs for the German team. 1 AK in News up, who also has a load of utility after that opening round 4k. It was a great quad kill as well. And 2 Pitchers slowly making themselves aware of a potential B hit at this stage. There was 1 player up close for the Galactic side. And they did have 3 players towards the B side, but for now, they won't. It will be 2 Pitchers now starting to push 3 players onto the site here. Macinez and Anik, they're just shutting this down perfectly. News up has to find himself another 4k to save this round for 2 Pitchers, and this time has an AK. Has a chance to do damage. He's only against pistols, and you thought it was winnable. He got Volk to 12 HP. Couldn't find him. The Portuguese side respond, and they'll go 1-1 in this map. CT side they're now going to be forcing out after that round, and they hold on to that 1 AK, which 2 Pitchers did invest in. There's an eco for the German and Dutch side now. And a round in which 2 Pitchers will still look to do damage. Up close for Galactics, Macinez. And Pico also just watching as well of the crossfire. It's only 2 pistols for 2 Pitchers, but they'll still want to do damage here. And the AK for Galactics is now looking to go towards the A site. Might just even rotate back towards mid. Maybe even go towards B. 2 Pitchers now looking to do the damage, and Macinez a whole chunk of damage early on. Peak has found himself a 4k. Can't quite get the ace though. And it just means Dragoneye is left to try and find a 4k. We'll get the bomb down at least, and we'll have to find 2 rifle kills as well. Can't do a lot though. It allows 11 to get 1 kill of his own. And Galactics, they do respond. they get the lead. 2-1 up they go. Once again, Guten Tag to our German followers, hola to our Portuguese viewers. And now Galactics will get the first AWP out in this series, or in this map even. 2 pitchers, a whole load of AKs in their hands. Marius wants to go for the boost and actually commits to the kill. A great kill. 11 will respond as he burns away in the Molotov. And as quick as that, 4-4. Pika just going to try and retrieve this AK. Make sure it doesn't go missing. 2 pitchers, they are quite split up at this stage, and it almost feels like they're going for a little default play. NewsUp will be flashing, and that acquires 2 pitchers with some control towards Checkers, which will be starting to be pinched away from them with the Molotov here. You can tell Pika wants to go up close. Consider going in events, but for now, won't be able to do a lot. Dragon Eye and 2 pitchers now looking to try and get an entry towards the B sides. For now, Macanaires has to go big here. I'm going to have to try and do damage here. A pre-fire isn't going to work out, but he'll still find 2 kills off of that anyway. Might even find a third. Eli, he will trade, and NewsUp's got one back as well. Suddenly, this is another possible round for 2 pitchers, as it should have been. Eli, pre-firing, can't find Volk though. And Volk leaves it down to NewsUp with 20 seconds. And the bomb in the CT half as well. But look where he is, lurking from Khan. Volk, he heard him all along. He ends up with a 2k. 2k also from Macanaires. And Galactics, they get a third round. If you are new to the RDYUP League, do follow them on their social medias. Twitch.tv/RDYUP. Also visit their website. Also visit their website even. RDYUP.gg. There's a pistol round yet again from 2 pitchers, and we're starting to feel vibes from the first map where 2 pitchers just couldn't get the economy in their favour, and it started to fall apart. And it's just easy rounds after that for Galactics. Pre-fire here isn't going to be enough. Fnatic, a great little pre-fire in his favour as well, will give him an early SMG kill. Might even opt to find a second here. For now, won't find a lot more with his SMG. And again, 2 pitchers just opting to work around this map control. And he spotted the player close. NewsUp will actually respond with him nicely. And Macanaires, he's dropped down and he's done so much damage to NewsUp. It's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Dragoneye, meanwhile, towards the A side, has got himself 1 kill. And that's going to allow 2 pitchers to push out. I say that. 11. He's found a great kill back. I'm looking for some more damage at this stage. 1 player is on site, and if anything, it's just going to be a bait, and Volk will find a kill for the Galactic side. 3-on-2, and now 2 pitchers, their positions are both well aware. Great little pre-fire or bait by Slash with his fake plant. 15 seconds. They've got enough time for the bomb plant, but NewsUp has got to get himself a 3k to save the round. Knows there's an AK close, but can't do anything with that. Galactics easily find a round. They easily clean up. It's not looking that comfortable or confident for 2 pitchers yet again. Another pause, but this time 2 pitchers will have some money to work with. But at this stage, last round, 2 pitchers were actually in control, and this is the map pick of 2 pitchers. So far, not looking good. So far, Volk has an AK for the CT side. Hey, we got some copy pasta spam in chat. Hello, frickin' name. What a name that is. Pause comes to an end, and I thought the pause came to an end. Obviously not. Two pitchers brought one back in. No players have left the server, so nothing technical about that. Two pitchers, they've got money. They can invest in this. They can at least get out one AWP as well. And this feels like a map where even if you're on the seaside, you can play two AWPs as well. It is definitely a double AWP CT-sided map, but even for the seaside, if you wanted to, you could go double AWP. If your sort of team setup and coordination works around it, you can try it. Two pitchers, they won 5 out of their 7 games in the divisional group stage. And that's what I was going to work out. I was going to work out if these two teams played each other in the groups. Because they must have done, surely. Two pitchers even. They lost 16-9 to Galactics in the group stage. And that game was played on... Oh, we don't have a map for it. No clue what the map was played on. No, pause back up. Or pause comes to an end. If pause equals true, don't move. I've got so much coding nonsense in my head, I hate it. Two pitchers, it's around, they must win. They've got to try and respond realistically, and it is going to be the CT Sun and Galactics finding the opening kill. Anik on the AWP will get the first kill, being aggressive towards B. Early on, two pitchers have a man down. Third map, if we did it, would be Inferno Wilpos. Macanes, he's been aggressive in mid. He's got a good angle to work with, even if he stood here in vents. But unfortunately for them, it is two pitchers not really interested in this B site. That's such an interesting boost. Marius probably won't be able to find a lot here. I've never really used that angle, so I don't know. They are going to go for the boost, and Macanes, he's going to be prepared for this boost. And two pitchers, yep, they are going to start to work with a little bit of mid-control here. It's going to be up to Macanes to try and shut this down. 40 seconds. And the Molotov's perfect, and Macanes is actually going to fall. Great kill back for two pitchers, and now they're going to try and push on. Now they're going to try and get something back here. Being aggressive, even towards CT, and Slash from behind could shut this down. Vulcan 11, they both fall. And all of a sudden, Galactics, the Portuguese team, they might be out of this round. Two pitchers now have to try and take the bomb somewhere, and that's looking more likely to be the A side of this search. Pika from behind will get one, but Slash, he'll get himself another kill of the AK, and it just leaves Anik with the AWP to fall back and save. Two pitchers get the bomb down in the nick of time. And two pitchers, we're looking to try and come back into this game. Anik shouldn't really go for this. His team's economy can't afford to lose an AWP. Well, they could, but, you know. Finally then, two pitchers get another round in the bank. They get something more to play with. Galactics, though, they're still in the lead. And you have a 2-round advantage. Winners of this will go on and play Serval in the final. Serval, they're a Finnish team. They beat the Icelandic side of W in the third, fourth deciding game. Despite losing that round, Galactic still have a good buyout to work with. They've only got the one player dropping down to a FAMAS and Pika. Aside from that, they're all on rifles. It's a good little buyout. I know the FAMAS is a rifle, but not the primary rifle used on the CT side. Bit of a race at Nate from 11. And have you seen how 11 does the name? It's like E and then 11. Get it? Haha. Funny. Just over a minute for two pitches to try and get something at this stage. And, well, they made it work out last round. They might try and make it work out this round. There's, again, going to be some mid-control for them to try and work with. Eli was going to go and push in mid, but instead, Macanez with his close angle will be caught out by Dragoneye. Dragoneye, he's looking for another kill here and tapping away. We'll find 11 as well. This is good from two pitches, and suddenly Galactics are all falling apart. They might actually lose another round at this stage. Pika's got to go massive here, and there's players approaching from all around here, and he's under so much pressure. Eli takes some damage before finding the kill. And once again, Anik is left with an AWP. And this time, there shouldn't be an option to go for. He was at a piece prepared, and he'll take the AWP out of the Galactics' hands, and Galactics won't have any money to work with. Two pitchers that have a chance to pull this back and have a chance to take the lead. Galactics, I'm just going to try and stack into mid. Is 11 going to go for like a little run boost? I don't even think Galactics know what they're doing at this stage. A 5-man stack into the Z angle. There's some mid control here for two pitchers to work with, and if they do choose to push the smoke, they'll be in for a lot of trouble. Either side, really, if they push with the smoke. Pika looking to do damage, and Macanez, he got 2 and 11, just kind of tagged his teammate away to the grave. Just like that, two pitchers only have one player to their advantage. And 11's got himself an AK here. The pre-fire isn't quite going to work out. 2 AKs for Galactics. And we've seen Galactics with these weapons before. They might want to save these. Macanez, though, with the 1 AK and his 1 life remaining, just looking to do whatever he can as two pitchers get a bomb towards the B site. An easy enough take. And this should be 4-4 on the score. I know, it's a rhyme. Someone in chat was saying to me, hey, do you want to come to Lisbon to watch this pro game with us? I was like, yeah, sure, get me a ticket.
Nobody likes Lisbon.
They could if you came close enough to the mic.
Am I supposed to?
Not really.
Do you want me to?
Not really. No. Because there are probably some Portuguese people watching. Where's everyone in chat? Finally, two pitchers tie it up, and they do start to get a grip, a hold of something in this second map. Their map pick. And despite starting on the T side, they found themselves 4 rounds. And Galactics, they don't have a bad economy. They won't be able to get an AWP out. They could. It would be an AWP without armor in Anik's hands. But instead, he will opt to go for the AWP. Oh, we will get an AWP out. My mistake. All the players for Galactics have a suitable buyout. And two pitchers again going to go for the little mid boost. A little mid take. And again, just another slow start from both these two sides. It's a must-win round for Galactics to really get their economy back in their favour. And credit so far to two pitchers. They have grown back into this game. Took them a while, but they are there eventually. Nage Utility going to be used towards this A site here. See, he's also using a smoke, and the utility towards A is just going to be a bit of a fake as 2 pitches acquire mid and some control towards this B garage area. They've got the utility also to take the B site. It's going to have to be a big little hold here from Anik and Volk. Anik mollied out of position, still with the AWP, can't hit a shot. That's unfortunate, and he looks to try and get something back here, but he will get one at least. There'll be a trade back, but Volk, he'll only get one as well. Trades galore. And suddenly it's a 2-on-2 as Galactics have to retake the B site. Pico approaching from behind. And has a chance to find Eli here if Eli just doesn't look in this angle. Unfortunately, he is. And this is all going to be down to timing, I feel. 11, he's trying to peek out, and he's waiting for Pika to try and clear out the close by angles as well. Pika finds the first. Just remains with Dragonite to find 2, and he can't find anything. A successful retake and a much needed retake from the Galactic side. They're now back in the lead, 5-4 in the RDYUP League semi-finals. I'm going to assume you're doing some reading.
No.
You're not?
No, I'm just looking at that.
Okay. A full bout then coming out from both sides of the one up of the map. Again in the hands of Anik, who for now has been pretty successful with the AWP. And actually, yeah, I say he's been looking successful with the AWP. Can't hit any shots this round so far. He takes the most amount of damage at this stage. And still keeping watch on mid. He won't be allowed to find anything for now. Again, a slow approach to the game from both sides. Both rounds of players. News up and Dragonite are just doing a bit of pre-find towards the B sides. For now, it will be favouring News up, but Anik was quick to the trade. Also molly off that position and looking for the second kill, but can't quite hit it. 2 pitches. Now they're going to try and hit the site hard, and Anik can't hit any shots. He was flashed, to be fair to him, but still wasn't allowed to do damage. And 11 still being damaged off in that position. There's a 3-on-3 retake. The Molotov is doing damage to Marius, but he's still allowed to plant the bomb. There aren't any nades to finish him off if they were thrown towards the back of site. Actually, that nade might do it. It does. Sorry, I didn't realise Ozone had the nade. The nade's running on site, and they're making the retake successful so far from Galactics. Slash is going to have to go massive here. And his teammates watching the other side. And Pika dropping down will get one Dragonite response. He has to get a 3k, and he'll get a second. It leaves Pika trying to save it, and he'll save it. He doesn't have a kit. And oh no. I thought he might have had it if he stuck it. He might have had it. So unlucky. 2 pitches. They can respond. And I know he wanted to get the AWP, but I thought he'd have had that. So unlucky, and 2 pitches. They'll get another round on the board. They'll get another chance to survive. And they'll look to try and push on here. Pika holds on to the AWP. And for now, Galactics will be treating this round as an eco. Now that site is 11 taking a chunk of damage early on, and to be fair to him, he did damage to Slash at long range with the pistol. That's pretty successful. Wasn't going to be the kill though. Galactic's starting to be aggressive towards the B site here, and it's a great bit of progression, but Newzap actually takes the most damage here. 2 pitches actually being caught out in terms of damage here. And Slash might find an easy kill onto 11 here, which he does quite convincingly. Mayu's looking to find a kill, and a great flick. He'll find a player despite being flashed, and Dragonite will get another as well. Pika got one back in there with the AWP. And this eco round, not looking too bad for the Galactic side, who gain at least an AK and an AWP, and they're still looking to go for this. Pika might want to be careful to hold on to the AWP, and to be fair to him, he is. And Volk is also going to make the call to hold on to the AK. A successful round, but not the round that Galactics won. 2 pitches. They'll find a 6th round, and but Galactics have kept it interesting. Looking at the scoreboard, 10-7 for Pika. News up 11-7 on the kills. Two pitches then go 6-5 up here in this second map of the second final. A little pause in just to try and rethink some tactics. 2 pitches and Galactics, both sides have a pretty stable economy for this round. Will give us a chance to get another full gun round here. And really, Galactics again, they seem to be the side losing rounds just purely because of the E-kills and the economy not bouncing in their favour. If you are new here, do give the RDYUP League a follow on their social medias. For now, 2 pitches leads 6-5. And you can get the Lego game The Hobbit for free, courtesy of Humble Bundle. Completely irrelevant to CSGO. But yeah, you can now get one of the Lego games for free. We are not associated with Humble Bundle. I'm just curious in getting a game for free. Free game, I mean, I totally bought it. Of course I did. Says everyone who torrents any application ever. Oh yeah, I totally bought it. Galactic's now looking to invest and bring out a double AWP setup. I don't think we've seen it from them in this game so far. But I did say earlier, it is a map in which a CT side can definitely double AWP. Third map, if we need it, would be Inferno. I had the full veto somewhere. I believe it came down to... Obviously came down to either Inferno or... It was Inferno or Overpass. Galactic's banned Nuke straight away. 2 pitches banned Dust 2 straight away. So then, 2 pitches looking to extend their lead here in a series in which they do trail by a map to 0. A set of utility and a great Molotov early on, actually by Mechanaires, and despite that, Marius actually took the risk to actually push forward, and that down to 28 HP he goes, and that was only a matter of seconds in which he almost took his whole life. 11, so aggressive the AWP, and this could be so costly if he doesn't expect Dragon Eye there. Great kill in his favour. And meanwhile, while that's happened, Galactics across the map have been quite aggressive, and Pika is really looking to get this second kill here. He will find Elo, who I don't suppose is sponsored by Humble Bundle, but likes to have it in his name. You can tell Pika wants to get another kill here. I thought it was going to be aggressive towards A main, but it wasn't quite going to be the case. There's going to be some mid-control and a hit towards the A site, which is incoming for 2 pitches. Galactus are going to try and stand their ground somehow. Pika will be flashed in, but Flash himself won't be allowed a trade kill. Now Volk has this audio info and has a great position here. We all know there's 2 players and they line up for him perfectly. 2 kills in his favour and looking to try and get another kill here. Slash, he hasn't exactly snuck his way onto the site. He's made lots of noise just to push out. And Marius is totally aware of this player coming from the B garage site. B garage side of a mate. A little pre-fire and Pika will find Marius that leaves Slash alone against 3 players. 1 player in heaven of the AWP. The others with rifles pushing him so quickly. Well executed, well coordinated by Galactics. They'll hold on to 2 AKs. And they will be the side who tie things up in the series. 6-6. And this is a much closer affair to what we saw on Mirage earlier on. I should really try and use these cinematics more when important stuff's happening, like during the game. We need our observer back. People actually get paid to observe games. Because I know someone who does it. Hello, and it's going to be flashed in mid early on. It is Galactics. It is a full buyout from them and a relatively full buyout from 2 pitchers. And the CT side have been quite aggressive here towards the B side of the map. Macanez, he's in venture again to try and do damage here. And this what one player across and a great kill in his favour. Might find the second here. Anik will get another kill for the CT side. And 11 does clean up news up from on top of Boost. Great bit of aggression from Galactics. And it does work out in their favour. 5-2 for 2 pitchers. Who have 2 players alive. 2 players with 2 different pitchers. Because they've got 2 different avatars. It's a funny joke. You can laugh, chat. Eli was trying to pre-fire that, but wasn't going to be good enough. And Galactics, they're prepared, but DragonEye will get the first kill. Eli will trade one back, and he's now left to find a load more players. Wasn't expecting Macanairs close by, and now it's going to be Galactics back in the lead. 7-6 they go, and 2 pitchers, despite it being their map, not really looking that bad. But Galactics, I'd say, are still looking the strongest side in this fixture. They will get another full bout. They will get just a 1 AWP this round. And imagine if we saw Dust 2 in these series. I've not actually commentated on the Dust 2 game in so long. I don't even remember casting Dust 2. All the teams I commentate on, none of them play it. That one. Pushing in, Anik, he'll find the first kill of the AWP, and Anik might even look to do more damage. He wanted to go for the no-scope, and somehow they're not aware of Anik's position. He's been completely kept quiet and hidden by everyone. 2 pitchers should have been aware of his position, but they just weren't. That means the Portuguese side get a 2-round advantage. They've won the first half. It is going to be 2 pitchers looking to get this 7th round to, again, make this semi-final close. You have to feel for the 2 pitchers side because 3 of the players are obviously from Germany, Marius, Slash and Eli. And every tournament they play in, their class are German, but they do have 2 Dutch players. Galactics. Oh no, Macanez might have just made a little bit too much noise. His Molotov will be relatively damaging to news up. And Molotov just means he has to back away. Despite losing that earlier little encounter, is Galactics looking on top of this stage. Pika might push in here. He will be flashed in and will be allowed to find DragonEye. Great kill in his favour. 2 pitchers despite this. They're still looking to work towards the A site. Might now look into a potential rotate. And a great pre-fire, great kill there coming up from Eli. Looking for the second, but won't be allowed to find any more. And there's a 2-on-2, and Eli had to get that trade kill. It wasn't even a trade kill, it was just a kill to make it a balanced affair heading into one of the sites. Utility being used, and 2 pitchers have faked this A site before, but this time not looking like it's going to be the case. One smoke goes out, some more utility, just clearing out some of the angles of Macanez. He just has to fall away early on, but 11, despite this, allowed a kill. Macanez, he's just pushing this. He'll get a 3rd kill as well from his angle. He's looking tasty, looking in control. And there's news up left and at the halftime stage. Galactics, they found control. They found something. 2 pitchers, not that far behind though. They've got 6 rounds. And the second map though, Galactics once again looking on top.
Doesn't take much to be a hero. It only takes that small little light in your heart that you want
At the halftime stage then, it is Galactics 9-6 up. And to be fair, 2 pitchers, they've started to respond. They have been able to get something in this first period. Sorry, News up 12-11 on the scoreboard. Macanaires and Pika both have 13 kills each. And despite Galactics having that strong start and strong second half, there are still a couple of holes which 2 pitchers might look to try and work around and try and find some ways around. And despite it being 2 pitchers map pick, I can still see Galactics having a chance to go on and taking this series. They're 1 map ahead. They're just 6 rounds away from taking it at least to overtime. 7 rounds, and they'll be going through to the final. Dragonite, he's going to be aggressive early on. A great flash, but he's going to fall actually to 11 and annex damage. Galactics are pushing out and looking so confident. The Portuguese side there and fine control of this. And Pika is just lurking, watching from behind. And I'm wondering if Marius was aware of this. I think he was. He certainly heard the utility usage and still just keeping watch of everything from behind. Marius, he might be making too much noise here. The crossfire was set up by Galactics. It just came down to him being solo. No one been able to trade out. Macanaires can find another. Anik Toku will get one as well. It is Galactics hitting double figures once again. This time hitting double figures on the second half. They'll go 10-6 up and 2 pitchers might not even invest in this next round. Unlucky from 2 pitchers, and this is going to be another must-win couple of rounds for 2 pitchers to try and respond. Slash ended up blocking that smoke, but he's taken so much utility damage pretty instantly. And that nade will actually finish him off by Pika. I swear Galactics used about 3-4 nades in mid, and they were vital investments, doing so much damage. I find it interesting how Marius actually shot that little window towards the B site, and if anything, it would just allow Galactics to easily use some utility towards B if they wanted to. Not that they will. 11. This is so weird. Him and News up both making so much noise. 11 is going to come out on top, and Galactics have this B site, but they're still working towards the A site despite having that site. They push out anyway. They find the kills. They allow the Portuguese team to get themselves 11-6 up. And 2 pitchers now have to respond. They will do. They'll have at least 1 orb around them. Galactics, just the 1 rifle on their end. A Galil. It's not even the best rifle either. Wasn't talking to you. Galactics this time will be using the boost on their side of the map. They were really interested in it in the first half and using it on the T side as well. Eli will be open towards the B site. And up close and personal is Marius, and he's on the CT side here. That's how aggressive he's been. That's how confident he's feeling. He might have made a little bit too much noise here. Volk for now isn't going to be falling back. Macanaires will definitely be hearing this noise, and Pika, he'll be finding the opening pick. 1 M4 is lost for 2 pitchers. And now 2 pitchers have to try and focus on the B site here. Pika is pretty fine. Also use a nade, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but somehow 2 pitchers, they find the kills. Pika and Volk, they find 2 kills back, and they give themselves the man advantage, and they've also got the orb. That's a massive loss for 2 pitchers. And now that Molotov will go down, and it forces Dragonite to come out here. Marius ends up falling from upper side. Dragonite, he can't do anything on the rotate. It means Galactics have a 6-round advantage here. And now they might look to close out this second series. Or the second map in this series. 2 pitchers. They've got no economy. Galactics now there, decide who have the AWP, and they get a load of AKs and rifles in play. Anik with the AWP, just being aggressive, will get the first pick as Slash of 2 pitchers falls. News up and Eli, they're looking to do damage, and they're looking to find 11 here, and 11. He's got a great little angle up close and could find a kill here. He'll find Eli. Can't get News up in response though, but News up now has to get an ace to clutch this out for 2 pitches. It was only an eco after all, and just a 1 kill isn't that beneficial for 2 pitches. Some utility, an empty ace site for Galactics to work with, but Pika will find a kill even before the T's get the bomb down. 13-6, and now Galactics only need 3 rounds to close out this series and make it to the finals to take on Serval. This one, sadly enough, has felt like a bit more of a one-sided affair. Again, mid-control is what Galactics are going to be looking to try and work and achieve here, but there is a smoke early on. Smokes from both sides of the camps towards mid. And once again, Slash, he's opting to be aggressive. And 2 pitchers, they've now got the double AWP to work with. Dragon Eye have 1, News up with the other. And it is 11, looking to get something towards the B side. But Eli, he might try and push in here, and 2 pitchers. It's interesting that they're being aggressive, but this game just doesn't seem to be working out in this game for them. Oh, you can tell that News Up wanted to try and find a jumping shot. For now, he won't. Galactics, though, will be focusing towards the B side of the map. They've got loads of utility and still have all 5 players remaining. And Macinez will also be able to get some control from this side of the map, the vents. Utility comes in, and it is Eli just alone on this B site here, looking to do damage. Will just be smoked off early on. The utility is there, and it'll be a miracle if they even choose to find Eli in this position. The pre-fire is not going to work out. Macinez and Galactics are all finding the kills. Eli will find a second kill through the smoke as Pika falls. This becomes a 3-on-3, and Eli really under pressure here, and he'll get a second kill as well. A great second kill. And Anik, again, will be able to find a trade. Eli gets another, and Anik responding yet again. It just leaves Slash against Anik. The time now ticking away. Slash has to push. The Molotov will go down, and Slash will find a kill that keeps 2 pitchers in this game. You thought for a second Galactics might have had it, but 2 pitchers, they found the kills. They made it work out on the B side too. And they might still be in with a chance of picking up some more rounds. This is the map pick of 2 pitchers. And despite choosing, or despite their opponents getting to start CT side, it's not really worked out for them. Chat, do you believe this game is done, or do you believe 2 pitchers still have a chance? Two pitchers this time haven't been as aggressive as they have been before. Playing it safer. They've got weapons to work with. They won't want to lose these AWPs. When I say these AWPs, they've only got the 1 AWP. It is with Juggernaut. It is holding quad towards the back of A site. And News up. He's looking to be aggressive here. He's only got a Deagle to work with. A Swans flash is there. But the Galactic side, but it is going to favour ANK and Galactics early on. 1 on the clock. Marius, he's been aggressive, looking for some damage. Any damage possible. It's not even going to be possible. Some nades will be used towards mid. And 2 pitchers really need to get a response kill as soon as they can. They've got 30 seconds to try and hit a site. And they are going to hit towards the A site. Marius, he's taken so much damage through this Molotov. And whatever happens towards B, it's just a fake. Towards the A site, Macanaires wanted to find a kill. Instead, towards B, Eli will find 11. And this becomes only one man advantage for Galactics in the retake scenario. Pika, a great angle to hold here. And Marius has got one back, and it's not quite going to be enough to deny the bomb plant. But now Galactics have a chance. Marius pushing on site will get a second kill as well. And the last player for Galactics is in mid. They're trying to find a kill. They're trying to flash highway. And they have got the defuse get to work. Crib. Pika's actually going to deny the defuse as well. And this is massive. It becomes a one-on-one, and Marius had to find a kill there. Instead, Pika saves around. He came from behind from B site. And I thought for a second there, two pitchers had their way back into it. A great save from Galactics. And they need 2 rounds to go on to the final. Two pitchers then are going to have a pistol buyout this round. And Eco with a bit of utility. Buster's flash, and a nice little bit of aggression does favour his... 11 does trade. And Volk, desperate to find something through the vent, through the wall. He won't be allowed to find anything. For two pitches, they're now rotating a player back towards B to keep it a 2-on-2. And I thought they were rotating a player back towards B slash... He's considering it. Still a minute for both sides to work with. A minute for Galactic still to work out where they want to go. There's going to be some mid control they work with at least. They won't have any competition in that side of it. The closest player really to this mid hold would be Eli. And Kato will be allowed to find 1 kill. It was Slash being aggressive towards B, and two pitchers have been quite aggressive, and it feels like that's one of the reasons why it's starting to fall apart on their side. 30 seconds. Galactics this time do have time to work towards Beam. Again, it's a late push. A late chance to do damage. Eli, a great first eagle shot as well. Will get the headshot as Pika falls, and he wants to do a load more damage here. Wanting to find something. Will do some damage. It's not going to be enough. News up left against 3 players. And his position instantly known. He will be mollied off guard. And this is starting to feel like a GG moment for the two pitchers side. An open 2 AKs against a Deagle. And you'd strongly favour the weapons in this situation. News up, he tried to push out. ANK had the angle covered. It's map and series point for Galactics. Two pitchers. They're going to have to get a miracle in their side of it. I don't think they've used a pause in the second half. Neither side have. And two pitchers. They've got a buyout, but it feels like it might be a little bit too late. 23 kills for Pika, 21 for ANK. 11 deaths for Pika and Volk. No two pitchers player can match that whatsoever. There's Marius with the Molotov towards mid. And ANK with the AWP towards A. Galactic's trying to get something working here. And Marius, he was looking to be aggressive, but ANK actually takes an early chunk of damage. The scout from two pitches. Dragonite doing a lot of damage with the scout, and it's going to be at least allows his team to come and do further damage. But two pitches, not even allowed to sniff this site. News up, trying to find something, wanting to find a player towards Fork, and all 5 players are tagged to at this stage for Galactics, but this should be game over. ANK finds Eli. News up gets on the back, but there should be News up trying to get anything. He can't. Peek gets the last round. Galactics, they're the second finalist, and it's going to be them facing Serval in the grand final of the 3rd season of RDYUP League. And it's going to be two pitchers falling to that 3rd, 4th deciding game to see who at least wins a small chunk of money. In the end, 24 kills for Pika, 22 for ANK, and just an all-round dominant and comfortable performance from Galactics. We didn't need to go to Inferno, and this time it wasn't to be for two pitchers. They've had a lot more successful days. This wasn't one of them. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to this German and Dutch team. It is the Portuguese team who go on and face Serval from Finland in our grand finals, our best of 3 grand finals to be held later this month. Thank you everyone for joining us for this series. We hope you've enjoyed it. Someone saying Pika for MVP. He did so well. He was a key player, but I couldn't really say one player stood out more than the others for Galactics. An all-round good team performance. 2 pitches this time just wasn't their day. Thank you for joining us for this playoff semi-final of the RDYUP League. I've been your commentator Louis2K. Follow me on Twitter at Louis2K_. We hope you've enjoyed this. Have a good evening, and we will see you guys all later this month for the grand finals and the 3rd, 4th deciding match. Have a good evening.